Hello everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Just coming to you, this is a Sunday morning and I thought I would come down to the park this morning. It was just a beautiful day outside. It's green everywhere. We had a couple inches of rain 2 days ago. And it is summertime and it's early enough where it's not just blazing hot out here yet. Anyway, just wanted to share a couple of inspirational thoughts that I've read this past week. I usually do this kind of reading. I don't know why I tend to do this kind of reading. It's just peaceful. I try to come up with quotes or inspirational thoughts or just little inspirational readings shortly before I go to bed at night. I don't know. It's just something about putting a positive thought in my head that I just like to kind of finish the day on that note. So I thought I would share a couple of these with you. And this basically, to me, the reason... I think if you put these two together, I mean, there's something that be left out, but that's pretty much sums up life. I mean, you know, there's a book out there, you can Google it, I can't remember the exact name, but I think this might be the exact name. All I needed to know I learned in kindergarten. Well, basically, the lessons of life are not that complicated. They're not as complicated as we make them, and there's a few simple truths, and there's some simple truths we can live by, and whether we agree on morality, spirituality, religion, rules, what's right, what's wrong. I think they're basics that pretty much everybody could agree would benefit everybody, all of mankind. So the first one is, and it's really short, is remember to love one another and to always be kind. I mean, how tough is that, and how tough is that to remember? You know, a lot of times it comes up, I've seen a couple of videos recently, and I think I did a video a little while back talking about how to some people it's so important to be right. And you know what, there's another quote out there, if you have to choose between right and being kind, be kind. We can always be kind, so just remember that one. Let me say that one more time. Remember to love one another and always be kind. Actually, that one, you can stop right there. If you just do it, if you keep that in mind and everything through life, you'll generally be all right. But the next one is, and I like this is a continuation, this is just, it kind of speaks to quality of life. And I read this quote's by Alan Watts, and he says, better to have a short life that is full of doing what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. I mean, isn't that so true? And it's sad, but I think there's a really small percentage of people that do that. We've kind of come to believe, and we've been conditioned that life is hard. Life has been about working all the time and rushing around, scrambling around, and having very little time. Well, it's not if you don't choose it to be. And I was thinking about, I don't know, this is, don't chase the money. That's what popped into my mind when I said this, when I read this. Don't chase the money. I mean, I spent a lot of decades doing get-rich-quick stuff. So I didn't do anything, I don't believe, that was shady. I never did anything criminal, but I always wanted to cut corners, and it was always about accumulating money, which I never did until I realized that I'd been chasing the wrong things for many years in my life. But don't chase the money. Now, I didn't do this because I didn't care. I didn't really want to be at college, or I wouldn't say I didn't want to be at college. I just had no passion to study anything. I was just there because my parents paid for me to go, and I pretty much didn't take it seriously. But I think too many people take college seriously in the wrong way. Now, I could have taken it more seriously in a good way and chose something that I was passionate about studying, but college shouldn't be, but I think largely now it is the dream killer. It is where people go to learn how to make money. They go because, okay, this will be a good occupation. I've even heard parents tell kids before, I even thought this myself, you know, when I was in that age of thinking about going to college, in college, what are you going to major in, where it was all about, well, what's going to be the best career? How can you make a good living? It just had nothing to do with with picking something that I enjoyed. I mean, if I could go back now, 51-year-old me could go back to 18-year-old me going into college, I would say, man, don't even think about any money. Pick something that you're passionate about, pick something that you enjoy, and you will be successful. You will be successful. I guarantee you'll be successful because it's not all about monetary success. anyhow, just wanted to share these two little thoughts with you to get the week started, and I believe it's real simple. I believe this is, I think, just these two little simple pieces that I read this past week could change people's lives phenomenally if they thought in these ways. Anyhow, I hope you guys have a wonderful week that we're starting, beginning. I'm sure you'll probably see this. You might see this Sunday night, but most of you will see it on Monday. So hope you have a wonderful week. We're getting over, I don't know when your summer ends. Summer, they go back to school most places around where I am in the States right now in about a month. So summer's over for a lot of people in a month, even though the heat ain't going to be over for people here in the South for many, many months. So the point being, get out there and enjoy the warm weather while you can, because I'll be hearing about all y'all people talking about cold weather in a lot of places soon. Anyhow, good seeing you guys. Peace.